Hey, so we are off to France. So we've got to London about 8:30. I've been up since 5, so I am not doing anything without coffee. And then we're straight through into border control so I can get through basically onto the Eurostar. I'm bloody knackered, but I made it through border control. So that's something. Oh, and I got a stamp in my passport, which makes me super excited. Now just to wait to board the Eurostar so we can get to Paris. Okay, so there's my train, the 10:31, waiting for board. Finally, we got to board. They don't give you much time to board, like 15 minutes to get the whole train on. Like, come on. So here we go in to find our carriage, and I scored a good one with my carriage. I am right next to the cafe cart. We're saying goodbye to London, and for the entertainment portion of my journey, I decided Sleepy Hollow was going to be the best thing. This took up most of the train journey time as well, so it was like a perfect film. And we finally arrived in Paris. We made it to Paris. It's breezy, but at least it's not raining here. I'm now to go and get my connection train so I can get to central France. It's a long ass day of travelling. I forgot how easy I find the metro. So the metro in France basically makes the London Underground look like the labyrinth, because this is so easy to follow. Like, they're not named either, they're just numbers or letters. So got my ticket and straight through. There's so many escalators and stairs though. Like, why is most of it stairs? Give me more escalators, it makes it so much easier. Anyway, we are off to get to the area of Paris I've never been to before, because it's the middle of nowhere, to grab my train. And there we are, we are at the station. So I made it to the train station I needed to be at way earlier than I thought. So now I have a over 2 hour wait till my train I need to go at. There isn't an earlier one, I've looked, so here I am, sat on the floor outside, getting lots of stairs. I think it's the bright pink hair. I haven't seen anyone with coloured hair yet, so okay, I'll just thankfully I have my book, so I'm going to sit and read this and eat my vegan sausage rolls. I will see you when we get my connecting train. So if you know me, you know I love pigeons, and then there was a load of pigeons outside, so that kept me entertained for a while. But then I needed to get another drink, so this fangled machine, all in French obviously, and finally it was time to go and catch my train. And the train conductors, they look like the old-fashioned train conductors from when we had steam trains here. So we're off to find my carriage. Bearing in mind my French is very limited, so this was interesting, but we made it to the next station where I had to swap and then get another train. So here's that one coming through. These trains are beautiful, by the way, as well. Like, look, see, everywhere was a seat in place. They had it like upstairs so everybody could get a seat. Thankfully, this train was quite empty. But then I finally got to the middle of basically nowhere. This is Montluçon. So I finally got there, and there is my dad. I haven't seen him in 10 freaking months. I was so happy to see him. I stopped filming because there was tears. Hello to YouTube.
Hello YouTube.
So just walking over to one of the local cafes opposite the train station, and there's Mr. Murray and my first Orangina of the trip before we take the last part of the journey.
We're off.
We're off. How long have we got to get to yours?
35 minutes into the rural countryside. Nothing but us and cows.
So we finally made it to the B&B. It's 1 minute past 10. It was so late. I was so tired. But here it is. This is the B&B that they own. And yes, you can book rooms there to stay if you wanted to go into central France. So this is just me showing around like the living room. I can't wait to get that fire on. Look at that. We finally made it. Murray! Say hello, Murray. Look. What's this?
What'd you say?
He's a good boy. Yeah, we made it, didn't we? Yes! It was a long 14-hour journey. So in their land, they had this really like creepy looking tree with a swing. So of course I had to go on it while they held a torch on me, because you know I love my horror, and this looked like it could have come straight out of The Conjuring. Even though Murray kept trying to knock me off. Right, so this is the room I'm staying in. Here we go. This is apparently a really tiny window. It's tiniest window known to mankind. A bed, like a little tea area, and they put some soy milk in a little container for me. So we go right here, wardrobe, and then I've got my own private bathroom. So it's all cute in here. And then the shower's in here. But yes, my own private bathroom, which is gonna be great. And then this like creepy looking photo. And as I just said, doesn't this one right here look like the Do the Roar guy from Shrek?
Do the roar.
I'm pretty say I'm not going crazy. I think he looks like that. Anyway, this is the outfit I wore to travel in because I forgot to catch it this morning. So we got a McQueen hoodie, faux leather leggings, and my Reeboks, and obviously my glasses because I was not putting my contacts in at 5:30 this morning. Anyway, I'm here now. I'm gonna get to change into my pajamas and get in to here. It's day 2, so it's chucking it down outside because of course it is. So we got the Marc Jacobs beanie, this cropped hoodie, this is a Vivienne Westwood one, and Vivienne Westwood bag. Also got this harness on, just to give it a bit, that's something extra. Some chains on there, a vest underneath, these Stella McCartney jeans, and of course, my Old Faithful Reeboks, and I've also got a raincoat that I'm going to be wearing as well, so to keep me dry. Yeah, I think the plan for today is just to go and look around the local town, so that's going to be fun. Try and find some vegan food in the countryside of France. This is going to be a giggle. I'll see you soon. So because I'm always ready before my dad, I'm always forever waiting on him, so I just thought playtime with Murray because I haven't seen him either in 10 months. So it was playtime for him before we set off. Right, where are we going on this lovely rainy day?
We are going to the magical rainy town of St Eloi.
St Eloi.
St Eloi,
Okay.
with its shops and a Lidl.
We've driven about, how long have we driven?
About half an hour.
We've driven half an hour, we've not seen a single person. And now because apparently the shops don't close between 12 and 2.
They close between 12 and 2 because that's the French way.
So we're going for a walk in this creepy looking area where it's raining and we haven't seen anyone, and maybe we try and find someone.
And we're just surrounded by basically rocks on one side and a fast flowing river on the other.
So we're going to walk until we get cold. Okay, so as we were walking through this little town in the pouring rain, it was great. We came across this hotel. It was empty. It's been abandoned. It's called the Hotel Vindry. And I've been trying to do research online to find any information about it, but all I can find is obviously YouTube videos of people exploring it because potentially it's haunted. I mean, I get that vibe. Like, just look at this. Like, you got smashed in windows. It's literally just been left there. I tried to find when it had opened. I could not find any details of when it had opened or when it had closed. All I do know is that apparently a local man who owns a restaurant further down the road has bought the land. So whether he's going to open this back up as a hotel or not, I do not know. But look at this. If you like haunted places or abandoned places, this is a great spot. I really wanted to get in there, but my dad was definitely not letting me. He's like, it's private land, it's crumbling, you're not going in there. But look at this. It was beautiful. I really wanted to get inside. And the view, like the weather, the day, the whole atmosphere just made this so much better, especially as it's in spooky month October. And we drove around a little bit more and we found this original Roman bridge. So we just, we got out of the car briefly to go and have a look at this because me and my dad are a little bit history buffs when it comes to stuff like this. So Look at this cool little Roman bridge. We found a person, so that's exciting.
Not far from the house, though.
It still counts.
Does it?
Okay, so we finally made it to Lidl.
In the rain.
In the rain, and we're going to try and search for some vegan food in the French countryside. Wish us luck. That was a bust.
There was a bus. Yeah, no vegan stuff in Lidl. Not
So
in the middle of France.
Where are we going now?
There's a little supermarket called Carrefour. We're going to go there and see if we can find some vegan burgers.
It's open.
It's open. It is open.
See if this brings us more luck.
Unlikely in central France.
Unlikely, but hey, here's hoping, because I'm starving. So that store was a little bit better. They had a few more options.
Success.
Managed to find some Violife cheese, which is always handy.
Something to eat.
Now, so snack-wise, from the world aisle, digestives, because I guess England's part of the world.
We're not part of Europe, let's put it that way.
We're not part of Europe, yeah. And plant-based Nutella.
Yes.
Score. So it's the only chocolate we could find, though.
So you'll be now living on bread and chocolates.
Bread and chocolate. Oh, and biscuits.
And biscuits.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a bit more successful shopping trip.
Oh, and it's still raining.
It is still raining, yeah. So we're going to go back to the B&B now.
Vive la France.
I have no shame, so I dunked straight in with those biscuits right into the Nutella. It was delicious. And then when we got back to the B&B, it was time for lunch. Kaz had made a homemade soup, which was fantastic, before back out into the rain to walk the dog. So we just took him on a quick walk around the local countryside and then straight in with our favourite card game. So this card game is called Shithead. The rules are really simple. You've got 2s and 10s, which are like the magic cards, and then the rest you just got to build them up and pray that you don't become shithead, which my dad definitely did.
Yeah.
2 times!
Stupid game. It's a stupid game.
2 times! Look at the sore loser! Then it was dinner time, so we had vegan moussaka for dinner, and then we spent the rest of the evening watching Alice in Wonderland through the looking glass before bed. Day 3. So we're going somewhere really cold today, so it's not raining though, so that's always good. So we've got the hat again. We've layered up, so under all this I've got a band t-shirt, and then my shirt, and my Queen hoodie. Then we've got my fluffy teddy bear like style jacket, heavy on my sweat scarf, bum bag because it's like a bike ride type of thing, my jeans, and under these I have tights on, and then of course my Reeboks. So this is the outfit that we're going with. Let's go out and do some exploring. Where are we this morning?
Villarreal. We're going to be going down an old railroad track very quickly on what looks like an open bicycle.
Hence why we got shit ton of layers on.
Yeah, and it's 10 degrees. So
9 degrees.
9
Last
degrees.
time I checked.
But it's not raining.
That's true, it's not raining. Okay, so this is what the ride looks like. It's like a little cart, but you've got 2 cycling parts on it. It is run by electric as well, but you do have to cycle. So the first things first was turning it round so we're facing the right direction. Otherwise we weren't going to go anywhere. So this is the guy just telling them, making sure they knew all the safety rules. Bear in mind, Dad and Kaz have been here like 3 or 4 times, so we didn't really need the whole safety speech, which was good. And then you're set to go, and this is it. Me and Dad took the first punt. No, sorry, me and Kaz took the first punt at riding it. And it really does pick up speed. Unbelievably so. You have to brake every now and then, like to slow you down. It tells you where to brake. And then there was this huge tunnel you had to go through. I love a tunnel. I love a creepy tunnel. Look at this. So there was a moment there where only the camera light was showing where we were going, because it is pitch black until the velo decides that, and remembers, sorry, that the needs to put its light on. It has an automatic light, but there's a brief moment there where you don't have any light. So as you can see, it's pitch black in there. And it's quite a little way through, so you have to kind of really pedal. And again, you do pick up speed. You can get up to like 40 miles per hour going through here, because on the way to the end point, it's a lot of downhill. Yeah, so as you can see, those white signs like in the distance, they're telling you how far you've got until you brake, which we were coming up to one where we have to cross a main road. So this was fun. You've got to pull, everyone's got to get off the ride, pull up these bungees, hand wheel the velo through, and then cross over the road. So after this, I decided that it was my freaking turn to sit in the back. My legs were killing me, so I let Dad take over, and we are going on to the main bridge. This is just like an old rickety, well, it's not rickety, it looks like it should be rickety, but there's this old bridge, and like, check out these views. This is how high up we were. This is insane. Like, if you're scared of heights, I would very much avoid doing this at all costs. And then it was to the centre part, time to get off again. You got to get it up onto here, and then you can turn it back round, because it's not a circle, it is a loop. You just go back the exact same way that you came down. The whole thing took about, we got up there in about 40 minutes, I think it was. And then obviously you get a brief period of time where you can just sit and have some lunch, take photos of the view from the bridge. Dad let go of it whilst I stood there, so I thought the best thing to do, Titanic pose it. I don't know why I thought that, but we did. So here we are. Tea break time and sandwich time. We've got the whole thing to ourselves. So we're on this bridge. You wouldn't want to fall off this because it's pretty high up. But yeah, lunchtime. So I managed to get some footage of the view just so you could see it, because it was stunning. I wish we had a little bit longer up there. I also wish it was a bit warmer because it was freezing. I didn't film any of the journey back because what goes down must once go back up. So it was a nightmare going back up the ride to the car. So I didn't film any of that, but at least you can see how high we were. You would not want to fall down there. You really wouldn't. What room is this?
This is the green room. Elephant there. My executive room. One of the best rooms and the most comfortable.
Okay. We got to take our shoes off.
Yes, please. It's all being cleaned and ready for the guest. As you can see, it's nice.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice room.
Nicely contained. And you've still got the authentic.
Oh, so that's the
hooks.
Yeah, the hooks, and there's the cattle holes that you.
And that's but that could be construed as another reason, obviously, with the bed there.
Yeah.
Very popular room.
Good job. It's not a red room.
And then obviously fully en suite.
The bathroom.
You know what about this room complete, have you?
What's that?
The hanging chair.
The hanging chair. Elephant room.
We have a visitor.
Have we?
The four-legged kind. It's okay.
And again, fully self-contained. Slightly different room. Taller ceiling, so it tends to be a little bit cooler in the summer.
So what did this bit used to be?
This, this actually used to be a pigsty.
Oh, this was a pigsty, so this would be the feeding.
It housed a huge pig in here, and I can't remember the name of the pig, apparently. Anita? Lolita. Apparently used to live in here.
Okay.
And again, well, you don't need to see, but you look.
Yeah, bathroom.
Okay, fully fledged bathroom, of course. So these have been incredibly popular over the summer.
I can imagine, actually.
Because you've got not only...
And it was a quick tour of the grounds. So there's a fire pit. And as you can see, it's large grounds. And then down there, we are just going to walk towards the swimming pool. Before we get there, though, we pass the outdoor kitchen. So obviously everything's stored in there at the moment, but in the summer months, they do have it all out. So there's plenty of places to sit within the ground as well and just relax. Then we're down to the pool. So it's got like this private little grass area where they have lounges out as well in the summer months. And then obviously the pool itself. So you've got like a decking area and the actual pool. This is all closed off at the moment because obviously it's October. It's not the weather for a pool. And then just up from the pool is the private gîte area. Now this is on Airbnb. It's like a whole self-contained. You can have dogs here, or some people have brought their cats here. So it's like a whole private little area that's not attached to the main house. Its own little house things. You've got your lounge area as you go in. Obviously we took all our shoes off to keep it clean. So you've got your own little kitchen in there as well. Your lounge area with your own little fire as well. And then just you go down the stairs. Try not to fall down these, they're a bit steep, but yep, you go down these stairs and this way you got like the bathroom and the 2 bedrooms. So you've got this little room here which has got 2 single beds in. So like this kind of area is great for a family. And then this is the main bedroom where you got the double bed in there. Lots of storage space as well. So you've got a wardrobe there, you've got 2 storage spaces in the hall. And yeah, that was the gîte. Then underneath the gîte, so like the back of it, you've got this cellar. I was really excited to go down here because I'm like, oh, a creepy cellar. Gotta love it. So Dad just moved this wooden plank which leads to the steps. They've got nothing in here at the moment. They don't let the public down there, but me being me, I wanted to go and have a nosy. Spiderwebs all over the lock, as you can see. All that's really down here at the moment is pure emptiness, as you can see. And then they've just stored their water heaters down here, like it's like the pipes or whatever feeds the water to the gîte itself. And on the outside, you've got these old medieval, torture devices? I don't know. I don't know why they're there. They don't know why they're there. They just are. So after the tour, we had a look at the tree that it had fallen down during the night. So here's the damage that had done. So I had to work for my stay, basically. So we ended up having to chop down all the smaller branches to get the bigger branches off. So you can see me just getting my country lifestyle on. I'm not a country girl, I'm really not. But yeah, we got this tree and then we put it all in the fire pit. Afterwards, I found this caterpillar on Dad's leg. So I rescued it with a stick. Obviously, you do not want to go touching caterpillars because you don't know. And I've put him back on the tree. After all the hard work was done, we went back out. This is a shop called Bazaarland. It's basically a mix of like the Range and B&M. So we went in here and I was so happy. I got far too overexcited because as soon as we went in, I found Halloween! Oh my god, this was the first sign of Halloween I'd seen since being in France. So I was over the freaking moon. I picked up a couple of pieces. There was more pieces that I wanted, but there was no way in order for me to get it home, unfortunately, without risking it breaking. So I'm just going to show you some footage of the Halloween stuff I found. They had like costumes, trick-or-treat buckets. Most of it is like the cheap party stuff, but there was some awesome pieces as well. Like I said, I really wanted to take some of these pieces home, especially this witch in a cauldron coming up. And you see that white skull? He was foam, so he definitely would have broken. This witch in the cauldron, she made noises as well, but I didn't press the button because people were staring at me at this point. I really wanted to bring her home, but how was I going to get that back to England? This creepy looking clown doll, that I kind of fell in love with, but that would just terrify my mum, so that stayed in France. So these are some of the other bits I got. Like you can see, it is tailored definitely towards a party more than home decor. I found a smoking cauldron plug-in, but I wouldn't be able to plug it in England. So after the shopping was done, we took Murray to the lake that's nearby. So we walked the whole way around the lake with the dog. It was actually quite a nice day for this kind of walk. Yeah, it's just a beautiful, like, I don't know if it's a man-made lake or it's a natural lake, but there we go. We've got some ducks flying around as well. So they were just flying around the whole way lake, and then we came across this waterfall. So I definitely think like the water is feeding in from somewhere. So it looks like, appears to be a natural lake. So as you saw, I saw some Halloween. It's the first time I've seen it this trip, and I got a couple of pieces. I wanted to get more, but trying to get it back to England was going to be a pain in the bum, so I had to leave them behind. But the bits I did get was I got this little sign. So this is like a haunted house sign, but obviously it's all in French, so this is kind of cool. And I also got this skull glass, and if we open this, so thankfully it's well packaged, so it should be able to travel if I wrap it up in like my pajamas or something. Look at this. It's like an iridescent one. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And before you know it, it was dinner time again. So these are vegan chicken nuggets that we found. Kaz made homemade chips, and then it was games again. So me and Dad played this magnetic game that I keep seeing on TikTok. So I was excited to play this. Highly frustrated. I did end up losing. Not great. So we played this while Kaz was on the phone. And then the next game we ended up playing was like a word game. So, you know, the one where you've got to like think of certain things that begin with whatever it is, and then you go around the alphabet. So yeah, we ended up playing that, and then it was straight to bed, and that was the end of day 3. Thank you for watching this vlog. Day 4 to 6 are coming up. They're a little bit more laid back because we didn't really, there's not much to do there at all, especially if it's like off season. It is the central France, so it is the countryside. But I hope you like this video. Click the thumbs up and leave me a comment down below if you want to say hello. You know I like talking to you all. So yeah, I'll see you for parts 4 to 6. Thank you.